Hey everyone, Rico Rivera here with Silicon East Real Estate powered by Keller Williams. And today I have another one of my friends, Larry Stiver, the man when it comes to financial financing for your business. So Larry, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
I'm Larry. I'm Larry. I'm the business financial advisor.
There you go. And who do you work for, or who do you work with?
We work primarily, we're employed or brought on by the business owners themselves. We usually will handle either the retirement benefits, the health benefits. We do co-CEO for a few companies as well, insurance, investments, I mean, you name it. But we're just basically, our role is just to help these business owners that are working in their business to work less hours and make more money. We show them how to do it.
I love it, man. That sounds like a plan. How long have you been in the business?
Man, it's got to be 20 plus years. I'm trying to do math in my head right now. 22 years, so 1997, 98.
Very good, man. Well, you're very well respected in the industry. I know a lot of people that know you use you. Some business owners that I do business with, and very, very well respected. So I appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. Let's just get right to it, man. Let's eat some potatoes of this thing. What is your niche?
My niche is, like I said, it's small businesses. We call it private. It's private business financial services. We go with private just because we don't work with public entities. We tend to work with the small business owners, small and medium-sized business owners. And we work directly with them. And usually our lead is working with 401ks. We'll come in, and basically what we're doing is showing the business owner how to use a 401k as a tool for them, particularly for cash flow, managing their profits. And then from there, we kind of branch out into different arenas. But like I said, ideally what it is that we're just showing the business owner how to look at their business as an investment. It's their retirement plan, and we set up all the different mechanisms. So again, we're getting them to work a lot less hours, but make a whole lot more money.
So that's awesome. So as a business owner myself, why would I have a 401k?
You'd have it as a tax planning tool. I think there's one component of it, I think it goes without saying, is that you want to be able to have a 401k so that you can have that benefit, especially in this competitive market right now. You want to have that benefit for your employees. But I just believe that business owners shouldn't be doing something unless they've made it, designed it such that they can participate as well. And for business owners, we look at it as a cash flow tool. We don't want them participating in the plan. We want them to wait until year end, assess where they are. And then really what they're doing is they're looking at it as if they've made profits. How much of the profits that they can buy down, they don't have to pay taxes on by putting into the 401k plan. And we manage this on a regular basis with them. So it's not just come in, set it up, and disappear. We're working with them on a consistent monthly basis. We're working with their staff internally on a quarterly basis. And then our big push is really going into the third quarter at the year end, where we want to find out how it is that they're going to be ending the year, how optimistic, how pessimistic they are for the next year. And then we start design tweaks at that point. And we really get integrated in with the operations of their business in addition to the benefits as well.
Very good. Very good. So for a business owner that has employees, is there a certain time where you feel like as a business owner, you should have a 401k for your business and your employees? Is it 1 employee, 10 employees? What is it?
It's when the business owner starts screaming that they're paying too much in taxes. That's the time to start looking at a 401k. That I think they're going to hear whisperings early on from employees where they need to be having some type of a benefit. I had it at my last place, but the reality of it is a lot of employees want the 401k as bragging rights. They don't necessarily participate in it. So it's really the business owner not succumbing to what it is that's happening out there. It's paying attention to their own bottom line. And when it gets to that point where they feel that the profits are such that they're paying a lot more in taxes all the time. They've got their hand up. That's when we want to come in there and start setting something up that's basically going to be tailored back towards their business. Employees are always going to get a benefit out of it, no doubt, but we want the employees to pay attention, or the employers to pay attention to their bottom line.
Well, and as an example, and this has happened at least 2 or 3 times now with yourself, your company, and a company that I do business with, where the employer actually used the 401k to buy a home.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That's amazing. So, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that their 401k is. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. We try and set that up in several different ways. So this is when employees are going to be coming about, and employees, first-time home buyers, how is it that they can go through and use the 401k? We actively encourage and we get involved with employee financial education, letting them know what it is they should be doing, how they can utilize it as a tool. So we're having them stash cash in there, both in the 401k and then outside of the 401k. Ideally, if we can get them to basically restructure and get all their debt down to zero, outside of the 401k, and then with the 401k, they're always saving for the future, and then we have them plan on the outside, that's ideal. But that's not always necessarily what's going to be happening, particularly in this real estate market. So they need to go to where the cash is going to be so that they can get in that home. And we either structure the plan to allow for what's called a hardship withdrawal, which allows first-time home buyers, or they can take it out as a loan. And in essence, there's a interest rate that's going to be charged. But the beauty of it is it's an interest rate that they're paying back to themselves. So really, it's a great tool to be able to utilize overall for these employees when they're trying to get into a home.
Very cool. Very cool. What is one thing that you would say to our audience? Maybe like I don't know, a tip to our audience, whether they're barely starting a business or have been in business for a while. What is a tip that you want to give our audience?
Surround yourself with advisors. I think that's the one key to being a business owner. It's a very lonely business. The more and more successful that you become, I think it starts in the early stages. Everybody you work with, they're like family. You love them. Everything gets along great. But what happens is you start to become more and more successful. It starts to become more and more of a lonely business. There's a lot of stuff that you just can't talk about with a business owner, whether it has to do with employees, whether it has to come with, it has to do with the revenue of the business, or even the goals and plans that you have that's going to be impacting people, both on the positive and negative side. You can't talk about it. So early on in the game, I just really encourage everybody to get the right advisors. So it's not just having a CPA, but it's having a CPA that you really feel that you can call, you can talk to, really just throwing pasta on the wall, find out what sticks, that's going to help be able to grow their business. So that includes a banker, not a bank, but a banker, getting a CPA, having an attorney. It doesn't mean that you're paying the attorney on a monthly basis, but just make sure that you've got an attorney that at a gut level you feel is going to be a good guy. The right property and casualty agent. Real estate's important. Mortgage is important. You need to make sure that anything that's going to have, that's going to be addressing your pocketbook as a business owner, that you've got the right guy that you can call up and they have your back, good times and bad times.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That right there is an awesome tip, and something that actually was given to me as well early on in the game. And till this day, I have advisors, or I have people that, like you, man, people like you that I can call and talk to about situations that have really helped me out. And at the end of the day, birds of a feather flock together. And unfortunately and fortunately, you're right. You can't talk to everybody about your business, and not everybody understands your business or understands the struggle that you're going through with employees, or having to let somebody go, or what do I do with my money? How do I pay these taxes? So that's awesome.
Well, yeah. How do I pay for anything? I mean, in the early stages when business owners start off, everybody just assumes that they're made of money. They've just got private islands and numerous houses and cars and everything else. But what they don't see, particularly in the first 5 years of any business owner that's getting up there, is how many times that guy's been curled up in the fetal position in his closet crying because he doesn't know how he's going to be able to pay next week's payroll, and that means he's likely not going to get anything. So it's tough being a business owner, and I think for that creates a lot of isolation that business owners tend to just clam up. And we really want to get in there and expose that stuff with them and show them there's a path out of that, where you actually can stop working 80 hours a week. You can get to 40 hours a week, 30, 20 hours a week, and you can earn more money by being able to do it. And we can just help them set up the right systems to do it.
That is awesome, brother. Well, hey, everyone, our information is going to be below. His information is going to be below. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of us. Appreciate your time. Have a great week. And hopefully you guys all had a great Father's Day weekend. So take care, everyone. Thanks again, Larry. Thanks for your time, and I appreciate you.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Later.